Hello everyone, this is Mango and I'm back with another review, and today we have a review of the DX Eldoradriver from Kamen Rider Gotchard. So this is Glion's belt and he uses it to transform into two riders actually. We'll talk about it when we review the box. So here we have the box. On this side we have Kamen Rider Eld, and this is Glion's form in the TV show, specifically the last two episodes I think. Yeah, and in this mode, you flip open the belt like this, but we'll talk about it when we play with the toy. And on the other side, we have Kamen Rider Dorado, and this is his form in the Future Daybreak movie. Yeah, so the way you transform is actually quite different for the two riders, so I'm gonna go ahead and show it off when we actually open this up and play. So I'm just gonna move the camera to show off the sides. Over here is Kamen Rider Eld. It's basically an extension of the front or the back. I don't know which side is the front, which side is the back. I guess this is the back based on the top. But anyway, yeah, Kamen Rider Eld and Kamen Rider Dorado on this side. So let's very quickly look at the top, and I thought you would tell me which side is the front and which side is the back, but no. This is a really smart design. So this side is Kamen Rider Dorado and this side is Kamen Rider Eld, and depending on which side the box is facing, the relevant rider card and picture is upright. So that's really cool. So these are proper sentences and I put them through Google Translate, and it's something about gold. Yeah, Glion likes gold, so everything is like gold and stuff like that. I will try and get a proper translation and put it like here or something. But yeah, anyway, basically this is a really cool design. And on the bottom we have the content warning and everything. Yeah, cool. Let's very quickly open this up and take a look. Alright, so when you take the stuff out of the box, the first thing you'll see at the top are the Ride Chemy trading cards. From this release onwards, they started duplicating the cards, so you get two of each design, which is perfect because now I can sleeve and play with the cards. Wonderful. Okay, so let's look at the rest of the belt. We have the gold belt connector thing at the back. We have the two belt straps, and they are in a very unique color. It's red and gold, or a goldish color. It's not really gold, I guess, but yeah, red and gold. And finally, the main piece itself. Oh, hang on. Let me take this box away. There we go. Here is the main piece, and looks really nice actually. So I'm just gonna take them out of the packaging, and then we're gonna put them together and start playing with them. Basically, looks very nice, and there is a protective wrap over this. It's a lot bigger than the one from the Dreadriver actually. Yeah, so I'm gonna just, I guess, take it off. That's very big. Okay, yeah, okay, cool. This is very nice actually, and I think there's a separate one inside. Yeah, there's a separate one inside. Okay, now both of them are off. That is a very nice panel. I'm pretty sure one thing that's running through your minds right now is how does this look compared to the Dreadriver, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that and quickly compare it. Alright, so I have the two drivers side by side, and now we are gonna see the differences. I think the only part that's reused is this huge chunk here. Yeah, instead of gray and black, it's now a full purple color. I really like the purple actually. Yeah, but I think this is pretty much the only part that is reused, I would say. Yeah, even this part is kind of modified a little bit because now it doesn't open up. So only like the connecting part is a totally new mode. Same for the handle. The handle actually is very different. Like the Dreadriver opens up all the way, and that's really nice. But for the Eldoradriver, it actually kind of just hangs there. I don't actually like this. It feels kind of loose. I really want it to go all the way. Yeah, so there's like a little less how do you say, Basically, it doesn't go all the way like the Dreadriver does. Like, this feels like it comes out all the way, but this one feels like it does it halfway. I don't know, but I definitely, the handle on this is a lot better. Yeah, and even the inside, they gave it a new coat of paint. It's the same mode. Yeah, so basically only the main piece is using the same mode. Everything around it is kind of different. Like even the bottom, like the part with the cable things, are a little different. Yeah, cool. Very nice. So that's a very quick comparison with the Dreadriver, just for anyone who wanted to see the differences. So yeah. Before we go on to the rest of this review, I'm gonna go ahead and show off the Ride Chemy trading cards first. Yes, let's put this to the side. Okay, so I'm going to open this up, sleeve one set, and then I'll just show off the other set. Be right back. Alright, so I have sleeved up one set of the cards. I picked the better looking ones. So yeah, these are the two cards that this belt comes with. The first one is the Eldragon card, and this allows him to turn into Kamen Rider Eld. It is actually just a recolor of Nijigon. I should actually bring out a Nijigon just to show you. Hang on, let me do that. I brought the Nijigon just to show it off. They basically flipped it. They flipped the dragon and recolored it a little bit. Yep, that's really about it. And the other card that this belt comes with is the Duck Eater. Anyway, it comes with this card, and it's basically just solidified malice. Was it despair? Anyway, yeah, this is the card, and it looks super nice. And honestly, I feel like at this point they really should just stop using these cardstocks. I have to be very honest, I never really liked the cardstock that comes with the toys because they're just not that good. I mean, look at this. It was like that out of the box. It's already whitening. I didn't even touch it and it's already whitening because for some reason the ink doesn't stay on the cardstock for this particular stock. So anyway, that's like a downer for me, but it's fine. I managed to sleeve this before they got too messed up, so I'm happy with that. So these will be in the binder for my collection. So I just wanted to show off that these two cards are basically extra and special because at this point every card they put out that's not a previous Chemy is extra and special. So I'm gonna grab the Gotchard driver real quick and show off the sounds. So yeah, just gonna show off real quick what sounds they make in the Gotchard driver. It's basically extra and special. And it's also interesting that they swapped the codes around, so instead of like Nijigon matching up with Eldragon, it actually matches up with the Duck Eater because I guess they face different ways. They have to swap around the extra and special. I don't know. But yeah, something interesting to think about. Anyway, now that we've heard the sounds in the Gotchard driver, I'm gonna go ahead and just play with this belt. So we're gonna bring the dicer out and we're gonna start playing. Before we start actually turning this thing on, I just wanted to show off the battery compartment here. So since this is a remode of the Dreadriver, basically it takes 3 AA batteries, not AAA. So be careful when you are buying batteries, don't get it mixed up. So I'm gonna go ahead and just put the batteries in and we're gonna turn it on. Alright, so I put the batteries in and I'm actually going to just turn it on before we put it on the dicer because the power switch is here, which is inaccessible once I put it on there. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it on right now and hear the sounds. That's a very nice red LED. I'm actually gonna open it up and show it off this way. That's very nice. So only 4 LEDs now instead of like a whole panel, and no mirrors inside. Yeah, so, oh oops, I shouldn't have turned it off. Let's turn it on one last time. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna just hook it up onto the dicer and then we can start playing with it. Alright, so now I've put it on the dicer. Let's go ahead and play with the belt. If you play with the belt before putting in any cards, it's gonna make noises and do the lights, but there won't be much. So let's just go ahead and open it. Very nice LED light. And now it's purple. And if you turn the cube, 3 different colors. Very nice actually. Let's see what happens if you do it twice. Doesn't do anything. Alright, cool. Alright, so now we are ready to transform. I'm actually gonna start with transforming into Kamen Rider Dorado because he shows up first in the movie. So to do that, just scan the Dark Ether card, slot it in, and then turn the cube and you will transform. Yeah, so to transform is very similar to the Kamen Rider Dread transformation. First, you slide the card across this card reader here. Again, the line is very thin, super good. And then you slot the card in here and then it will activate the transformation. Yeah. Just like with the Dreadriver, there's a button here that ejects the card. So I'm just gonna quickly show it off before we go ahead with the transformation. Okay, you slot the card in, and then once you want to de-transform, still a very strong spring. I really like that spring. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and transform into Kamen Rider Dorado. Alright, so now you are transformed into Kamen Rider Dorado, and as Dorado, you can't actually do anything with the lever because technically he doesn't have a lever on his belt. You're supposed to pretend that this is one piece. So if you were to try and move the lever, sorry, my English. If you were to move the lever, it doesn't actually do anything. So just to show it off. It makes sounds, but it won't do anything because Dorado doesn't have a lever in his belt. So to do his finishing moves, all you do is turn the cube over here. So let's go ahead and do that. You can turn it up to 3 times for 3 different sounds. So let's try the 1 turn. Now let's do 2 turns. And 3 turns. And that's actually it. I had thought the finishing move sounds would be longer, but those are the sounds. I checked the manual and that's the sounds of the finishing moves. It's really short, and so I was a little confused at first. I kept looking at the manual to see if I missed something, but no, that is the sound. That is the finishing move sound, so that's a little disappointing, but oh well. So let's go ahead and do the other finishing move, which uses cards. So just like the Dreadriver, there's 2 variations. The first variation you get by scanning 1 to 3 cards, and the 4th variation you get by scanning more than 3. So we are gonna go ahead and do both versions. Let's go ahead and scan the 1 card first. Again, the finishing move sounds are very short. I don't know why. Now I will use 2 cards just to show that it's exactly the same, and then I will skip to the one with 4 cards. Yeah, so you can see it's exactly the same, and because there's no LED panel in this, every card does the same, like, you know, generic color light show, and that's kind of lame actually. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do 4 cards now. We'll skip the 3 cards because again it's the same, and then you'll hear a new sound. And that's it. So that's all the things you can do as Dorado. You can do finishing moves with the cube, or you can do finishing moves with the card. And that's about it. After that, to de-transform. That's it. You're done with Dorado. Wow, the card reader on this thing is really bad. It already scratched the card. It's crazy. So now let's go ahead and transform into Kamen Rider Eld with the Eldragon card. To transform into Kamen Rider Eld, instead of turning the cube, you turn the lever instead. I will say Eld is more colorful than Dorado in terms of the light show. Yeah. Anyway, because this form has a handle, you can do a move with the handle. So let's go ahead and do that. So there's one more attack you can do with the lever, and to do that, just close the lever, turn the cube 3 times, open the lever, and you'll get a new sound. So let's go ahead and do that. If you do it before turning it 3 times, I don't believe it gives anything, but let's try anyway. Okay, so it defaults into the basic sound. Okay. Nice, and just to show off, you can actually do the exact same moves as Dorado by turning the cube. So Dorado doesn't actually get his own unique sounds. It's all shared with Eld. So let's turn the cube. And if you scan a card, you get another sound with the cube, just like with Dorado. Alright, now let's do 4 cards for the second variation. The hell? What happened? I think it ran out of battery. I think it actually ran out of battery. Yeah, so well, I mean, I've already recorded most of what I need to do, so I guess we can end the review here. Before we go, I just want to show off what sounds you get if you use like a non-Eldragon or a non-Dark Eater card to transform. So I found the most golden card I have, and that is Exit Muteki Gamer. Yeah, so if you were to just go ahead and scan this. So you get a generic transformation sound, and the interesting thing is you can still do the finishes. So I will show off the card scanning ones. That's interesting that it still does the finishers even though the transformation is Exit Muteki Gamer. Let's do the version with the lever. And the attacks still work. I think the handle one still works too. Yeah, all of these sounds you have heard before, so I'm not gonna do all of them. I'm just gonna skip it. But yeah, it pretty much works still, like all the attack sounds independent of the transformation. So yeah, that makes it different from the Dreadriver, which didn't allow you to do anything unless you put in the right cards. So that's kind of interesting. I think this is definitely not as fun as the Dreadriver, I feel. Even though Kamen Rider Dread is one rider, it has a few modes, so there's actually more variation of sounds in that. For this Eldoradriver, there's 2 riders, yeah, but Dorado pretty much shares all its finishing move sounds with Eld anyway, so you're really only getting like one new sound as Eld than you do with Dorado, and that's kind of disappointing. And yeah, it's actually not that fun compared to the Dreadriver, because the light show is just a light show. There's no LED panel to show like rider faces or like numbers and things like that. And I don't know what happened with mine. I guess because one of the batteries I used is dead, but it doesn't work. So this is what happens when the battery drains. Yeah, I think there's really no need to go out of your way to get this. Even for Ride Chemy trading card collectors, because this release came with 2 sets, just go online, find someone who doesn't want their second set, you know, and just buy it off them. It's gonna be a markup, but it's not gonna be like a whole belt's price, you know. They are probably selling it for like 3,000 to 4,000 yen, which I guess is half the price of this. But yeah, I feel like that's still better than getting the belt just for the 2 cards. Definitely not worth getting the belt for the 2 cards, especially since you can get it off someone else who probably doesn't want a spare copy. That's my general thoughts. I like the lights, the sounds are nice. That's really about it though. Yeah, I don't especially like the finishing attack sounds. They are kind of short compared to all the finishing sounds that we've had so far, which got me really confused for a moment there, because I kept thinking, oh, is that it? Like, is my belt broken? But it really is that short. Yeah, and also the fact that there's really only one set of sounds, because Dorado shares its sounds with Eld, and that really sucks. Yeah, so unless you really like Glion, you don't actually have to get this. Even for Ride Chemy trading card collectors, you don't have to get this. Get the spare cards of someone else. Yeah, that's my review. Thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a like and comment on I don't know, do you prefer Dorado or Eld? I guess I prefer Eld because he's shinier and he plays better, I guess. Dorado is kind of limited in terms of what he can do because of how you're supposed to play with the belt. Okay, I'm rambling. Subscribe if you want to see more videos from me, and press that notification bell so you will know whenever I upload. But with that, we are done, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.